Hello, welcome to another video where today I'm doing my fourth part in my DC Slate, and this is the we have two Batman films in this one. We're starting off with the fourth Batman movie. I call it the Batman 4, and it also shows that there's going to be four main characters in the Bat family, which is Bruce Wayne, Batman, Nightwing, Dick Grayson. So it's like the four Batman family members. Damian Wayne and Tim Drake. Or you could replace Tim Drake with Red Hood. But so right now the team is Red Hood, Nightwing, and Bruce Wayne, while Tim Drake and Barbara Gordon are together on a trip. So yeah, and they're all practicing, and then Mr. Freeze enters, and he destroys the Batcave and freezes everybody into ice. And they're basically they're frozen into thin ice. And then it means that the main heroes are all frozen. So that means that Tim Drake, the new Robin, has to save them because he's the only one who can fight, who is somewhere else, and he enters and gets Batman's batarangs and throws them at his feet and Mr. Freeze's feet and plants them in the ground, and basically and then he cracks Mr. Freeze's glass chamber, and he can't breathe. And so Captain Cole comes in to help, and then Tim Drake just gets a staff and batters him, because the Captain Cole's blind right now. But yeah, and that was 20 minutes, this whole scene. And then you see the main trio, I'll say, waking up in the hospital. And yeah, they're woken up and and it's very reminiscent of the Bane, the Broken Bat one from the second Batman film. So it's going to be a lot like that, where the hospital, where he has to stay in it. And the whole film is revolved around the hospital, where they have to escape because there's lots of villains there. And they have to sneak through on the night. And there's about 20 tries, and they make it on the last try. But they do trap Tim Drake in, and the Joker captures him and makes him a type of Joker, like a little Joker or a Joker Jr., some would say, in this, and he becomes Joker Jr. And the Joker, Harley Quinn, and Joker Jr. are all together as a family. So that's going to be a big story in the next one, which will be big family stuff, with Tim Drake being the new Joker. At some point he'll be the full-on Joker. And then the last scene of the film will be Batman basically just crying over a Robin costume. And then we cut to the after credit scene, and it's basically Superman and the Flash, and they're basically just flying and running, and then they bump in to Captain Cold, and he just really makes it weird. They disappear. So yeah, that's the after credit scene. And now we're going to move on to the next film, which is The Flash 3. rebirth. So this is what happened after. So the Flash has appeared again, but he feels weird. He doesn't feel right. And then he meets Wonder Woman. And Wonder Woman just, like, hugs him, like, because they're friends. And then he just clicks and he punches her, like, way far. And then Batman comes up to him and just says, like, what's going on? And then he's like a robot, like he has no personality, nothing. And this is him. This is the whole story, is him turning it into something that isn't the Flash and beating up everyone. And the villain is the Flash, and Batman is sort of the hero. He is trying to stop the Flash from doing this, as he's going really evil, and he's killed like a lot of people, I'll say. We're not sure how many, but he's killed a lot. And then it's on the news that Superman has gone wild, and he decides he's not going to be wild anymore, and he's going to stop Superman. And this is the rebirth of him. He then runs to Superman, knocks Superman, punches him, beats him up, knocks some sense into him, and then finally Superman is normal again, and the Flash disappears, with Wally West taking up the mantle of the Flash for the next half. And he is deciding he's going to change a lot of things. And he will be the Flash for maybe a couple more Flash films. Yeah, I'm saying a couple more. Like, we might be getting a Flash number 7, if we really want. But yeah, that's the plot of the film, and he has to fix what the Flash has done, telling everyone he was the Kid Flash, now he's the Flash. He reveals the identity of both the old and the new Flash to show that he can be safe. And so does Bruce Wayne. He reveals that Bruce Wayne is Batman. And it ends out, well, that you can be a hero even though you don't have to wear a mask. And then the end scene is basically him joining the Justice League. And now, the after credit scene was basically a new character called Brainiac, basically just being hired by Lex Luthor. And yeah, let's move on to the next film, Superman 3, Trio. And Trio is basically Superman meets Supergirl, who's been around for a while, but she's been in another city, and Superboy is with him. So they have those three, basically just, and this is Doomsday, but also the death of Superman. Superman is going to be killed off. And, I mean, you might think that's quite late to do this story. Well, this happened in the second DC film, and I'm doing it in my 14th film. He's going to be killed by Doomsday, because Batman is fighting. He has to fight Superman, because Superman has been destroying things a lot, and after the aftermath of all the rebirth, Batman has to beat Superman for what he's done. And it ends up that Superman, Supergirl and Superboy versus Batman, Nightwing and Red Hood is the battle. And it ends up that Lex Luthor causes Doomsday to be born and fight them. And then it ends up Superman risks his life even though Batman wins the fight, Superman risks his life for them all and dies. And then Brainiac appears, and there's about 15 minutes left, and Superboy just picks up the Superman suit and wears it like he is Superman, and has decided that there's a new age of heroes, and if that's true, he can be the new Superman. And all 5 of them all beat Doomsday. And Brainiac they beat easily. And this will show that Superman 4, which won't be like the Quest for Peace, and the Flash 4 will be really different. And then the end of the film is basically the funeral. And everyone just crying. Because, well, Superman's dead. Their one and only hero. And they've decided this is now the rebirth. And now we're on to the last film of today. The 5th Batman film. Now, Batman films are way ahead. He's got 5. This is the Court of Owls' Wrath. The Batman 5. And basically, this is the Joker's sort of high time. And the Joker becomes the mayor of Gotham, elected by a lot of crazy people, making Jim Gordon, Barbara Gordon, his servants, making Harley Quinn the second person, I don't know what you call that, to a mayor. What would you call it, First Lady? And then the one who would probably carry on being mayor after, as he has declared that he will be mayor forever, his family. He wants to be son, Tim Drake Joker Jr., JJ they call him. They're all going crazy, and Batman is under all this, and he's just watching it as his town is being ripped apart, and he needs to stop the Joker by becoming the mayor of Gotham City. And by doing that, he has to kill the Joker and kill his own Robin. And it's going to be very brutal to do that, but he has to rip their hearts out their chests. And he had to he had to leave Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn was left there, and she was ready to kill Batman. And Batman became the mayor, and a lot of people despised him. Bruce Wayne was the mayor, though, not Batman. And then he was voted out, and Harley Quinn became the mayor of Gotham City. And Jason Todd was really sad about this, but was happy the Joker was dead. Until the day near the end of the film where the Joker returns to tell Jason Todd something. This is the Joker from Flashpoint, Martha Wayne, and she says that she killed him, even on that earth, and just disappears. And she died, think of that. So she must have travelled from all that, and she must have just been when they killed them all in Flashpoint, she must have travelled there and then just got killed after. Unless everyone had that, and then they all just had that where they went to some random place and then died. To send the message to someone everyone knows they died. But the Batman 5 then ends with Bruce Wayne being hated, Batman being hated. And then you find out the Joker is alive, and he walks up to a mirror gets a knife and cuts his face off. Jim Gordon, the police commissioner, then shoots him in the back and takes his face to the evidence locker. And the Joker is left with no face until Batman 6. And that is part 4 of my sword. Let's go through time. Of my thing. So let's go through time. So the first film, The Darkest Night, a Batman story. That was the first film. The second film, Superman Infinity. Third, The Flash and Arrow. Fourth, Wonder Woman Royale. Fifth, The Broken Bat. Sixth, Future Fight The Flash. Seventh, Justice League. Eighth, Aquatics. Ninth, Superman Star. 10, Young Justice. 11, The Batman, aka Batman 4. Batman 3. Then the next film, The Batman 4. Then The Flash 3 Rebirth. Superman 3 Trio. And The Court of Owl's Wrath. Or The Batman 5. There might be one more of these videos out later, which will probably conclude Batman with Batman 7. Probably I'll end it on. Maybe he can get to higher. And they'll also, we know I will be doing Scarecrow. Just looking at my poster that I have the Riddler. Yep, and Two-Face. Mr. Mixer's Pickley also might be on the new Superman. And there's going to be a lot of sequels, and then there might be a second Justice League. I think I'm going to do 6 films, though, for the next one. And just have, like, the 21st film in it. So this has been the first 15 films. And do you want me to sort of just delete these pictures and get a new, gallery? I think I'll do 20 film phases. So, in 5 films, new phase, and I'll do 1 film of the new phase. Yeah, let's do that. So, phase 1 will end in a few films. Anyway, just, comment down below what your favourite film was of all of these films. And it doesn't look like 15, does it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 15, so there will probably be a single film video out later as well. See you all later. Bye.